Lindsay, how are you this evening?
Doing good. How are you?
I'm good. We were just having some fun in the last segment. Apparently, the Tulsa World newspaper had something about lawmakers demonically worshiping the NRA, which we thought was kind of funny. So
Demonic worshiping.
Yeah, we've been having some fun with that. But anyway, I'm glad you could come on the program. Now, you are with Paws and Stripes, right?
That's correct. My
All right.
husband and I founded it in 2010.
This is, it seems like such a great program. What are you guys trying to do with Paws and Stripes?
Well, basically what we do is we have our veterans who've been diagnosed with post-traumatic stress disorder and or traumatic brain injury who request enrollment. And once they're enrolled, what we do is we have take them to rescues and shelters and help them pick out their own dogs. And then from there, they start training with professional trainers that our program provides. And in 6 months, they usually, about 6 months, complete the training, and then their dogs graduate, they graduate, and they have a service dog. Every dog's trained custom to their needs, depending on what other issues they might have accommodating the brain injuries and PTSD, and they never pay a cent for it. So
wow. So and it seems, is this different, or is this a little unusual in that the veteran actually gets to pick out the dog, and then the dog is trained with the veteran to be the service animal?
It's very unique. It is a different approach to doing the program, and it's kind of a way of addressing the brain injuries and the PTSD on a more intimate level. Instead of just providing a dog to use, they actually go through the process with the dog. So in a way, that in itself is the therapy.
Wow. So how many veterans? And again, I know you guys just started last year, but how many veterans have you been able to connect with a dog?
Well, we have graduated 4 veterans, and we currently have 10 enrolled, and in the next couple weeks, we're supposed to bring 3 more in.
Wow, that's awesome.
So,
well, congratulations for this. You know, and I feel bad that we learned about your organization after what happened to one of the veterans in Albuquerque, New Mexico, and the trouble that he ran into at a Hooters there. We got a response back from Hooters because we asked about this, and Hooters apologized. They said this was, no way should it be taken as an indication of Hooters' respect and appreciation for all military personnel. Have you heard, though, Lindsay, about any other incidents? What should business owners, what should we know about veterans with their service animals so that, we don't do something stupid in the future?
Well, I know it had been mentioned by Hooters that the ADA was somewhat contradictory or confusing, and as a matter of fact, the ADA's policy on service animals is actually pretty straightforward. And as a business owner, the best thing to know is, for one, you can never ask an individual what their disability is. That's a violation of civil rights, and it's also personal. But you can ask if a dog is a service animal, and you can ask what the job is of the dog. Typically, a person who's disabled who has a service dog will put a vest on their dog. That's pretty customary. Everyone in our program, we strongly encourage that they do that because it certainly makes things a lot easier for everyone, but it isn't required by law. Of course, Master Sergeant Jordan, his dog did have a vest on. But it's good that if there's ever any confusion, to ask those questions. Is it a service dog? And if you need more information from there, then you can ask, well, what's the job of the dog?
Yeah.
But from that point on, there's no pressing it. According to the ADA, you can't require any sort of a ID or certification or special patches. None of that they can legally require. So the best thing to do is just to ask, make sure it's a service dog, and then unless the dog is acting out, barking or acting aggressive, becoming a danger, or jumping on people, and the owner can't keep the dog under control, you can't ask the dog to leave unless that's happening. And then, obviously, that's grounds for asking the individual to leave. Mm-hmm. So.
All right. Well, Lindsay, if folks want more information about your organization, do you all have a website?
We do. It's www.pawsandstripes.org.
Pawsandstripes.org. Lindsay, I can't thank you enough, and your husband as well, for getting involved and getting active and doing something to help our veterans, as well as helping to provide a good home for a dog that can use one.
Well, thank you. It's definitely Gemini's passion. So hopefully in the future we can get some more of our heroes, some rescue dogs. So
I hope so. Thanks again, Lindsay, and I look forward to talking to you again soon.
fantastic. Thank you.
Thanks. Lindsay Stanek joining us from Paws and Stripes here on Cam and Company.